and the way forward to improve minimum wage for Papua New Guinean workers. Stella Martin reports. The cost of living in Papua New Guinea, especially in big towns and cities, is hard felt by families earning just on the mark of 3 kina 50 toea per hour as minimum wage. Those earning 3 kina 50 toea per hour earn around 280 kina if they are working for 8 hours per day for a fortnight. To earn such an amount as this in a fortnight for families that live especially in Port Moresby is a big challenge, considering the different factors that affected the workers' wages. At the end of the day, the Minimum Wages Board is now looking at alternatives to provide solutions to relieve households.
It should be a variable wage. I think that's probably the approach that the board will be looking at. So it won't be uniform throughout the entire country, which has been the case. I think we need to look at geography and also the industry, and then the demographics of each of the provinces that each company operates on, because obviously the standard of living will be different from people living and working in cities as opposed to living and working in some of the smaller towns in some of our provinces.
While the current minimum wage is considerably low for many, a good number of employers still pay their employees below the cut-off mark. Minimum Wages Board Chairperson Beverly Doiwa noted those in the security industry, especially in the nation's capital, are some of the many underpaying employees.
We found that those in Popondetta, Avatar, and Daru, they pay that 350 and above. Well, import must be alone. There's reports of, especially in the security industry, are paying well below the 350.
So there's a big discrepancy, but it's here in Port Moresby.
It's here in Port Moresby, it's right. There's a lot of, and it's in the security industry. Outside, maybe Popondetta had some reports of paying lower, but only in the security industry.
In 2023, Deputy Prime Minister and then Labour Minister John Rosso issued a directive to Labour Department to enforce 100,000 kina penalty fine on those companies that are not complying with the set laws and regulations. However, there are still challenges with implementation.
The calls come back to the state again, which is represented by agency, to pull up their sorts and enforcing employers pay at the minimum. Most employers are good. They pay at the minimum wage rate. When it's announced, they comply without being forced. Many found to not pay at the rate because the inspection is poor. And that's a challenge where this board will also have to look at through some form of recommendation at the end of the whole process to ensure that companies are paying at the minimum wage rate.
Stella Martin, NBC National News, Port Moresby.